good.
Okay, fantastic. Well, welcome to the KickFire Pyromaniantics. This is we have to have some B-roll. I swear, last time we got to see ourselves.
But it's kind of distracting.
Is it? Because
I
end up looking at myself.
I like looking at myself.
To what we're doing.
Come on.
All right, fine.
Well, if you look like me, you look at yourself.
That's right, you guys.
You are pretty.
Thank you. Okay, why?
This is
why. Oh. This is why I surround myself with men. Okay.
We're the new harem, apparently.
Right. What's a harem for a woman? Women in the haremette. This is my haremette.
There you go.
As you notice, welcome to Pyromaniantics. Oh no, this is the hot seat.
Holy
Excuse
cow.
me. We gotta start over.
Do it.
Welcome to the hot seat.
B-roll at the end.
I'm Janelle Page.
I'm Cory Keat.
Tyler Siemens.
Aaron Crow.
And today we are going to light some pants, or is it something else today?
We're going to light your
Pants
junk
on fire.
I guess.
Yeah. So sit on down, and today it's the Salt Lake Pops Orchestra. Super awesome people. Nathaniel Drew leads this orchestra. If you haven't seen him yet, you super need to. We want to take
Do we know what his Pops Orchestra even is?
Maybe why don't you do some education while I pull up their website?
I don't know if I'm going to get it right. So let's make an assumption that they are an orchestra that does pop music with an orchestral arrangement. Did I get it?
Wow, that is super on key right there.
Is that right?
Did you like the on key?
You should play some of that.
Okay, you know what? They do, their collaboration with Alex Boyer and Lindsey Stirling was phenomenal.
But that one says Katy Perry.
Well,
turn it up.
All right, turn it up. Where's your volume?
On the keyboard.
Oh, and that would be intuitive. I mean...
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Is that an Osmond?
That is, it's David Osmond.
Hey, Cory, you look like it.
Are you an Osmond?
It's a secret, but
not anymore.
So, and you'll start to get this orchestra here in the background. Anyhow, you guys gotta check out their YouTube
Maybe
channel.
more iconic.
it's okay. Beautiful music.
Katy Perry,
Temporary.
Yeah. Anyhow, that was turned up pretty well.
So, that's their website?
This is their website, guys. Where's their logo?
I think it's that
right up here.
Thing, that little...
What do you think about... Can you see that?
No.
You mean sip?
SIP.
We're going to have a sip.
Sister SLP.
Okay.
Well, we could go
Slip.
see
It's Slip.
They're actually getting a new logo done. In fact, they sent that over and they wanted our feedback. So let's check out the new logos. Okay.
That looks the same.
Definitely. I think they've...
So you've got sound bars
Now they have gradients.
and gradients.
Gradients.
I think I used to use gradients in 2007.
Well, there's two versions, and there's this here.
That one's a little better.
It's better, but there's this balance thing. This can't be... This got to be over here.
Do they do records? Do they press vinyl of their music?
Maybe it's to let people know it's like classical, old school?
Probably don't want to go for old school, right?
No, because they need...
If you're doing a contemporary...
That's the problem I had with the new logo, and I needed something iconoclastic here, and because these guys are...
What?
Iconoclastic.
What does that even mean?
Define.
I made it up.
Yeah, define. Go ahead.
It's like Hurley. It just pops at you. It's this icon that's like, wow, that's fantastic. So iconoclastic.
Oh, I get it.
Classic.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
really.
We're coining a new term.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
Okay, go for
Do
iconoclastic.
you guys want to stay and do the hot seat with me, or do you want to just...
Keep going.
Anyhow.
We're having fun. Come on.
That's right. Anyhow, peeps, what do you suggest? I mean, I'm thinking it's got to be more... I don't know. That feels old to me.
Yeah, it does feel old.
The lettering is kind of city lettering, right? You see that font on like a bar in New York City or
Bar?
Yeah, I actually think I've seen.
Like,
I've never been, but
I'm gonna say it's Century Gothic.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's city feel.
You know, you could make
Which
the
maybe is
POPS into the character like music symbols.
That's what I'm talking about. Why are we not using music notes or I get the sound bars, but and the SLP, the branding.
Is that a half note? They're half notes, aren't they?
Half notes.
With the open.
The open or half, yeah.
Yeah, so you could have half notes, a whole note for the O.
Yeah.
And then you could use the
Let's go back.
treble clef sign as the S.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude.
See? See what I'm saying?
And there's got to be an icon somewhere. I mean, this I can see where we're going with that, but there needs to be for apparel, because apparel will be big with any band. What are we going to put on a hat that becomes the icon? I would say iconoclastic, but they don't like it anymore.
No, it's a great word.
Thank you. Right.
It's growing on us.
Right. So the sleeve, you need a hit or you need a hit. I mean, you need to be thinking about that when you're designing a logo. And I'm not. This wouldn't work for me. The record's just it looks okay. But
kind of looks like an old record store, though.
Right.
Yeah, right. It could easily be used for that, or.
So colors, I don't mind that blue could be pretty, and the
nice.
black, but the inversion, if they could capture the inversion of Salt Lake,
the air,
right?
Because that has
More
everything to do with
more
music, right?
And depressing.
More grays. Tier.
But we won't dwell on the logo.
Just
we'll
opaque
definitely need
air.
to do something there. Now, as you can see, the website definitely needs to be redone.
It's nice to have a video at the top, but it's not really capturing that space very well.
Right.
And what if you don't...
lonesome like all up there at
Yeah.
the top. Big picture. I love big picture. Right, it sucks you in and makes you feel like you're there. That's great.
Yeah.
Right. I wonder what
What if you close that? What if you hit that X? What happens?
Okay.
Then we just go back to the image or something.
Oh.
It's the
Well,
image.
I closed it and it came
It's
to
an image.
It pops
Oh,
out
okay.
into
Interesting.
It's a
a
screenshot.
light box.
What
That's
if
a
these
little
guys
weird.
have
That's
events,
not
right?
great.
So how
They
do we
do?
learn about
How do we know?
like where's their concert? Like why
Coming
wouldn't we
soon
have
is empty.
Yeah, you want to ask an organization, like, what are the 3 main or 4 more goals of your website? What do you want people to do? And then make it as easy as possible for them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I don't have a clear direction. Like, I don't know where to go or what they want me to see.
But there is
What's
an
important?
orchestral revolution.
Oh, and it
And
begins,
it begins right there on the
Here.
screen.
Mm-hmm.
and it's
I don't really know what
point.
that means, though.
Well,
Viva.
oh look, this became a slider now. This is the Lindsey Stirling one. This has like a lot of views, and it's very good. But anyhow, there needs to be an explanation. Maybe like Salt Lake City Pops Orchestra collaborated with Lindsey Stirling. See
With
that?
YouTube sensation, Lindsey Sterling,
Even
right?
better.
She's a YouTube sensation?
She is,
Oh, yeah.
She's
Where have I been?
She's Mormon. She lives in LA now.
Yeah.
She's got a great story on Mormon.org. Anyhow.
Good for her.
Yeah, so...
You're not going to play it. Okay, good.
No, because we don't... They can go listen to it on the YouTube channel. So anyhow, I would like to see a calendar... Mute. Okay, there we go. I would like to see a calendar, too, of upcoming concerts, how you buy a ticket. What if I want season passes? Let's go see what we can find here. We got music. Maybe you can download the sheet music. They need apparel. They need to buy it now.
You're going to buy it?
I want a Salt Lake
Shirt or
Pops.
something.
If they get a better icon, I want a shirt.
Apparently there's not anything on the music page.
No,
we can tweet it or recommend it.
We can recommend.
We should recommend this.
You can see no one has, yeah.
Hey, look, you can get their
Okay,
scores. Look, you can go to the music. Here we go. That's cool. Are you charging for that, or how do I get it? Wouldn't it be
I don't know,
cool to
click it.
build
Let's
your
see what
list
happens.
by like offering them a free download
cool.
or something?
And that's one thing I would suggest is newsletter. No one wants another newsletter in their email.
Mm-hmm.
So if you create something like the Salt Lake Pops Stars or a club name and brand that, and then put really prominently download a free sheet of music or get a discount on your ticket, make that really prominent, I think you get a lot more subscriptions to the newsletter.
Start building a list that you could like
Free
market
download of
your
a song or something.
your next
Oh yeah,
concert.
free
right?
download for
Exclusive
Free download.
downloads?
An exclusive download.
No.
Right,
No one
right.
likes exclusive.
So then they're opting
deals.
in, and then you've got their information, and they're shooting
And
them
we'd
stuff.
want that on the homepage above the fold.
Yeah.
Oh, they got some swag. Look, every time I come back
But
to the
look,
homepage,
it's like this teeny tiny box.
we
It's
need
so
that.
sad.
Where's the
Yeah.
big full? Yeah, this needs a new theme. Needs some customization. But look, they're getting the right idea of making some apparel.
Yeah.
Bands, you guys have been to concerts. You got to
Right.
get a.
I've
If you guys
never been to a
haven't
concert.
seen this, you were in a band. We'll talk more about that later. But look at this great picture that could be used somewhere else on the site. That's
Yeah.
just.
We're actually offsite now.
Where are we now?
Oh, we are.
Sprint shirt. So this is their apparel,
Yeah.
outsourced apparel.
But they could still have
This could be
these
on.
products on the site that link to the product page.
Yep, I would keep that all on my. We go back now, and definitely open in a different window. Never take someone off your site completely. So there's a lot of homepage tweaks that need to be made. You know, I don't know where else you guys want to focus on, but let's see what the about is, because what if I don't know about them? And my neighbor told me about the great concert she went to last night. And you know what I love about Salt Lake Pop's Orchestra is they're very family-oriented. You could take your family to this concert. And you could buy season tickets, and nowhere am I seeing a place to buy season tickets or even buy my next ticket.
Right.
Well, like, I remember when we talked to them before, they had funny stuff, like video game. They did a score of popular video game music, even like the old 16-bit Mario stuff. Yeah. Like, why aren't we touting all of that? Yeah. It's like super interesting, very different. Right. Why aren't we shouting that?
You know what I'm grateful for, though, is that when you land on their site, music doesn't start playing automatically. Thank you.
That'd be very tempting.
It would be very tempting to do.
They've held back the temptation.
Thank you.
You know what I love is that I can't find what Nathaniel Drew looks like. This is all. He is a handsome guy.
He's got a good shag going too.
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Where's your picture?
We'd like to see your mug.
Put a picture of the whole orchestra.
Well, let's meet the members.
Some orchestra pictures.
Let's go see if we've got some orchestra members because let's. There he is.
Are.
See, I mean
that
is a brave heart, right? Nathaniel,
that's a well-kept beard.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's a very talented man. He does a lot of good, cool stuff. I'd even have some of his achievements and some of the scores he's written for.
Oh, sure. So, I mean, there's no information about them right there.
You know, what would be really cool is to have a video bio of Nathaniel Drew and why he started the Salt Lake Pops and what influence he's had.
Oh my gosh!
Get people to meet him and see.
He needs to tell his story.
He needs to tell a story. And what also would be cool is to have interviews of people coming out of the theater after a presentation and talking about...
Right after they felt that emotion and they're ready to just pour it out.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Testimonies, yeah. Because I'm sitting here telling you how amazing... Anyone been to Comic-Con? You guys have seen these guys. They do incredible work.
Right.
But I can't feel that.
You can't see it or feel it. And this is a
very
very visual...
text thing.
Yeah. I know. It's all their members. No pictures. Just list. And what instrument do they play? What if
you have somebody take their phone, next time you have a performance, take your iPhone and snap a picture.
Oh, and they do the coolest stuff with their techno music?
Wow.
Yeah, that's stuff that I'd like to see. I want to experience the concert before I go, because they need to sell it to me.
Because if it's really cool here, it's going to be super awesome.
Yeah,
do you know what's really neat, too, for these members? Is almost every single one of them teach private lessons. And so you go to a concert and you see this amazing violinist, and you don't know that she has her own studio where she teaches, which these people are all almost volunteer. And a way to attract...
A lot of time, too.
And they could add value to their orchestra members here by helping build their brand. And it would attract even more members to this orchestra. That is just phenomenal. This orchestra rivals anything in New York. If you guys haven't seen them yet, again, I can't say enough good.
I wish I...
You can go if you knew. To get a ticket.
Do you have a hookup?
Do you think I know Nathaniel? It looks like we might have to call him to get tickets because I don't see where.
Because it's getting tough to find where you buy.
When are they playing next?
I don't know. I'm looking. Gosh dang it! And the donate.
You could donate.
But not now.
Where?
I guess I'm gonna have to email.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
We need a donate now right here.
Yeah.
Just a little PayPal button.
Come on, man.
That'd be really easy to do.
Don't make me email you first. I'm going to drop out.
It's not going to happen. And the contact.
I have to copy and paste the email even, right?
It's not a link?
Come
on!
No link.
And look, there's no contact submission for it. I'm still going to have to email.
Really?
Yeah. And there's no phone number there either.
Should we email...
What's in uncategorized?
Let's email Nathaniel and see how long he takes to answer us.
Okay. But no, it's
not right now. Okay.
Click that on categorized. I want to see what's not in
category. This should probably be slpops.com. Gmail is not for branding. It's not very professional. So
good catch, Aaron. I didn't catch that because I couldn't read it. The font was
it is quite
a little tiny.
Yeah, but you never wear your glasses.
Don't tell people I wear glasses. Oh, the nerdy ones. It's on the homepage.
Yeah, they know you wear glasses.
I wear
Come
glasses.
on.
It would give a reflection during the hot seat. 5 signs you're an orchestra nerd. I think we can already tell who's an orchestra nerd.
Yeah.
Not me.
They stand out.
Right here.
Are you an orchestra nerd?
No.
Hey,
no.
They have a blog. They have a blog, but unfortunately...
It's in Latin.
It's written in Latin.
Darn it.
So, in the 1500s... This would
Would've
behavior
been happening.
probably be the
It's
number
a
one
lorem
visited
dolores
page.
that I met. Come on, you guys don't read Latin?
I've seen lorem ipsum a lot when I'm building sites. It's a very popular
So
phrase.
this is neglected. Is that what we're trying to say?
That's what we're saying.
But where can we buy tickets? I want to go.
You can't.
There aren't any tickets.
Tough.
But you can buy shirts.
It's by invitation.
And you can listen
Invitation
to a
only.
song. You can view the album. I want to
I
view an
do
album.
want to show you something because at the end of the day, Salt Lake Pops are such wonderful people, and I want them to realize that we do really think they're cool.
Oh yeah,
Let's
so
take
much
them to their YouTube
opportunity.
channel so you guys can see
Where they're killing it.
where they're killing. Well, they have no strategy. I'm going to tell you up front, but what they do have is some great
production.
Since you guys couldn't see it on their website, I want you to at least see how amazing they are, so you'll go to a concert. In the meantime, till we get the website what it needs to be, but check out this channel, and they got 24,000 subscribers.
Wow.
And that's because of ingenious collaborations.
It's good stuff.
Great, talented video.
And the video is really good too.
They have high quality video and just...
It's muted, so if you're planning on hearing something.
Right. This is Bring Me to Life. Anyhow, but check out these videos. Come check them out. And honestly, we're really excited because we're going to be doing some YouTube strategy with the Salt Lake Pops as soon as they decide to start selling tickets and make money so that they can afford our services. I mean, literally.
I mean, yeah, that's
it's kind of how it works.
That's where we're at.
Unfortunately, it costs money.
So, it does cost money, but you can charge money for your concerts. So, what else do you
I
guys
do like
want
the
to
custom.
They've done that right.
Again, that picture
The
is
custom
really
image
good.
at the top,
It's really
right,
good.
for their
Very
YouTube
immersive.
channel. Mm-hmm.
And see, now that you see what they're all about, don't you see what I'm talking about? How the logo just hasn't quite done them justice yet.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's everything, guys. You know, it all starts with solid branding. I'd say start there, and then, you know, for your foundation, you can really build a following and a brand. And I always say sexy sells, and it's got to look good.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to do on Salt Lake Pops?
I don't think so.
I don't think we need to get into their SEO right now because I can tell you from looking at their website
I
that
wouldn't want to
It's
bother.
not going to
highly
be killing it
neglected.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Salt Lake Pops, we would love to redo your website and get you found and make it so that it's a seamless, awesome experience for users on your website.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of a million
Could be
things
a
we
lot
can do.
of fun. We could do some fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Because you're awesome.
Yep. In conclusion,
We'll see you later.
yeah, we have a sign-off. What is that sign-off?
If you want to be in the hot seat,
Oh,
go
that's
sign up
right.
on our website.
The call to action. Sign up right now down here. Over
You
here.
too can have your pants on fire.
On fire. Always.
We will not light them on fire, literally,
Never.
just figuratively.
And
And emotionally.
Maybe emotionally if we strike a nerve.